is the defense so far compared to where you thought they would be at this point in the season?
I mean, I don't know. I didn't. I was just kind of letting this team dictate how they. I wanted to see how they would actually compete, and if they have a high level of competing, you could pretty much play, however defense you want to play. But they're competitors, and they put us in a position where we can pressure a little bit. We can play full court. We don't do a bad job defensively in the half court. So I'm pretty pleased with how we progressed throughout the season.
Didn't really put any expectations on this team, as you just kind of alluded to. So are you surprised on how fast they've kind of clicked and reached this level? Do you feel like there's still another level they can reach? And how close do you think they are to reaching that next level?
I mean, I didn't know what the impact of our freshmen would have on our team as far as the level of competition, how they approached it. Obviously when you talk to them, they feel like they can conquer the world. But until they're able to get here and get acclimated to not just basketball, the academic piece, which the entire team, they were incredible. And then you got the basketball piece, you got the life piece of being a student athlete. You don't know how all of those things, as they converge on each other, how they're going to be able to handle those things. But their approach, they give everything its own place. When it's time to study, they study hard. When it's time to practice, they study hard. When it's time to have fun, they do it hard, but they do it with each other. So they've created this chemistry that is overflowing from off the court on the court.
How would you grade, if it was a final exam, how would you grade them for this final exam? I know there's another semester to go in the season, but how would you grade them through the first 12 games?
I mean, they've brought it. Some games, and some games they haven't, but the thing that they've done is they've learned from each and every game. They are tuned into the tweaks that we need to make. They're tuned into some of the improvements that we need to make individually and collectively as a team, and they come out and they try to work on those things. I mean, it's a great place to be because the entire team is coachable. They like to have fun. They like to work hard, and they like to win, and that's important.
What challenges does South Dakota present you guys? What have you seen from them on tape, and how are you guys going to try to approach that game?
Oh, huge challenge, in that their style of play is a lot different than we're used to. They got 5 players that can shoot threes, and they shoot them at a pretty good percentage. Even the ones that don't shoot a whole lot of them, their percentage is pretty high. So we're going to have to be able to guard away from the basket. Motion, just a lot of movement. And whereas, when you're scouting someone that you could take certain things away and it debilitates an offense, here you're not. They wait for you to make a mistake, and then they capitalize on your mistake. So we have to be engaged in every player that's out there on the floor, and we can't count on help because they space you out so much that if you give up, if you don't give up an open lane to the basket because you're helping, they're going to kick it out for 3. And we rather them 2 us rather than 3 us.